Hey guys, my name is Ramona. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back if you're not new. Today I'm just gonna be yapping. I was gonna add this to a vlog that I'm currently in the process of making, but I think I just want to make this a separate video. I have been in a constant state of not questioning my faith, because I know I believe, but y'all, like, I am constantly like telling myself when I'm gonna sin. I will like predict, or not predict, because that conviction be coming through. Thank you, Holy Spirit. But like, I will literally, for example, like this summer, like I have plans and stuff, and I'm sitting here telling myself like what I'm gonna do, and or even now telling myself I'm gonna do certain things that I literally told myself that I wasn't gonna do. And the time hasn't came yet for me to do it. But why am I even telling myself that I'm gonna do it? Does this make any sense? I hope I don't sound crazy. And then I'm constantly feeling like, how can I walk in righteousness when I know what I be telling myself in my mind? And sometimes our thoughts aren't our own thoughts, so I need to pipe down a little bit. But there is a part of me that be wanting to do like some crazy things. And I grew up in the faith, I guess you could say, but like my relationship with Jesus, it didn't really start until like almost a year ago now. All that time before that, it's like I knew of God. I went through a little nihilism phase. I went through a little atheism phase, whatever you want to call it. I went through a phase where I went into New Age, and I knew I believed in God, but I didn't know if it was a white man in the sky daddy kind of God. Yo, I was completely lost. Like, I now know what my Messiah looked like. The God of Isaac, Abraham, and Jacob is a brown man that looked like me. I know ancient Israel were brothers and sisters that looked like me. I know I am Israel. I know all kinds of stuff now, and I feel like now that I'm like becoming aware of all this information, I'm very thankful and blessed, and you know, all of the above. Like, I couldn't be any more happy. Like, this kind of stuff be bringing tears to my eyes when I get a breakthrough. But I just feel like I'm in a position, I'm like, at this point in my faith walk, I feel like I'm about to see that I'm about to trip and fall. And I'm purposely gonna make myself trip and fall. Does that make sense? Like, I see the stumbling block and I'm like walking up to it and I'm like about to just purposely trip over it. Does that make any sense? Does that make any sense? Somebody please tell me if that makes sense. I was tested last week. I've been tested this week with my patience, with my gossip, lying, sexual sin. Y'all, I've been like straight up getting attacked, like mentally. I'm not gonna say physically. Like, anything I physically do, or even the things that I say, like, I can control all of that. But I know it's not fully just me. Like I said, there's a part of me that likes being messy and likes doing the wrong thing and likes being rebellious. And that's, I'm not gonna say that's a sign that I haven't been delivered, because I have. But I know, like, it's probably the things I'm consuming, or the things I'm indulging in, or some of the things that I'm watching. And I'm trying to always just be more aware of that without becoming way too religious, because I want to walk in the will of my Father. I want to walk in the will that my Father has for me. And so many blessings have already been revealed, but I'm trying to figure out how to do this without like being cookie cutter, because I can't be cookie cutter. Tried to do that. I got convicted. It doesn't feel right. It feels too restrictive. But I'm also just trying to like go with the flow. And I'm also trying not to purposely think about sin and trying not to sin, because that's not what you're supposed to do. And I just now realized that, guys. I know this is a lot. It's a brain dump. I literally got to go to work soon. Let me grab my phone real quick so I can be aware of the time. It's only 1:35, so I got some time. But yeah, y'all, that's literally what I'm going through. I literally lost some friends, was thinking about ending the relationship that I'm in. I literally thought about leaving my church. I contemplated like leaving altogether, even though I just got like leaving here. Kentucky altogether. Even though I just got my apartment, even though like, so I know my mind is being under, like, I'm not gonna say my mind is under attack, but I know I'm being like toyed with a little bit. I know the enemy's been like flicking little stones or whatnot and doing all that. And I guess I'm making this video because somebody else is probably going through this too. So I probably just need to talk about it instead of like acting like it's not going on. But the fact that I record everything, it kind of holds me accountable. So it's like, I'm not gonna say that if I didn't tell you guys this, or if I didn't open up the camera and talk about this, that I was just gonna do what I wanted to do. But there's something about being able to look back, have a count of the things that you said, and knowing that I'm gonna get out of it regardless. Like even if I didn't have YouTube, as much as I like to freak out and all that stuff, like the Lord's will be done. That's just how women like to get things out. As much as I like to do that, I'm blessed regardless. My family is blessed. My lineage is blessed. Everything that came before me, blessed. And, you know I have a duty, and I feel like sometimes there's a pressure there, and I'm like, yo, I know that my father is not done with me or his children at all, but I'm like trying to like sit here and figure out what his plan is, and I just wish I could physically see it, because then it would make more sense. Because y'all, as I'm walking around and doing life, I be low-key mentally checked out, feeling like I could cry. I really be mentally checked out. Like I be wanting nothing to do with absolutely anybody. And that's not the first time I felt like this, like at all. So I don't like when I start feeling that way, because I will cut everybody out. I don't care about none of that. And it's a blessing and a curse, because we are supposed to be set apart, and you're not supposed to love this world at all. But I never did. Even before I took God serious, like I never really did like this whole thing. Like, what is this? Like, this is overwhelming. It just be ghetto. Like, we really in a whole matrix. Like, everything is a lie. People are gonna continue to disappoint me. I was over here tripping about some friends. Well, I'm still kind of hurt about that, because I've been friends with them for a while. But like, why did I expect so much out of them anyway? Why did I expect so much out of my old best friend anyway? Because I almost knew her for a decade? That doesn't mean anything. And some of this might not make any sense, or you might not even know what I'm talking about. And then I crashed out, and I was like, I'm about to break up with my boyfriend. And then I was like thinking, I'm like, I don't even care about my furniture. I don't care about nothing. Like, I ordered a whole bunch of stuff from Amazon, and it's not here. And I'm like, I don't even care. Actually, I do though, because I spent a lot of money. And I was just really about to just say, forget it. I was gonna fall back, but I wasn't gonna fall back in the arms of my God. Like, I wasn't gonna fall back in the arms of Jesus. I was gonna fall in Yeshua's hands. I wasn't gonna let him catch me. I was just gonna, like, y'all, I was thinking about, well, let's just be honest. Like, I'm turning 22 on the 26th. So this Saturday is gonna be the last Saturday of me being 21 with no kids. And then the next Saturday, I'm gonna be 22. And I told myself I'm gonna drink. I deserve a drink. And I was low-key like beating myself up, because I'm like, girl, why you wanna drink? But at the same time, I'm not gonna like be too religious and be like, oh, you can't drink. Does that make any sense? Like, I was talking about this in a vlog, and how I'm going on a cruise soon. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna drink. Like, maybe when I get there, I don't drink, but I'm gonna drink. Like, let's be honest. And this is not what I was talking about at the beginning of the video. I was talking about stuff that's even kind of sort of worse than that. Because I know how to, like,
Mom, anatomical heart.
I know how to control myself. Hold on, y'all. Okay, hey, y'all, sorry. I just had an interesting conversation with my mom. She asked me a question, and I didn't know the answer to the question. I'm about to just sit on my bag of dirty clothes, because I don't have anything else to sit on, because my stuff's not here yet. And I'm currently waiting for my ride so I can head to work. Why do I feel like it's crooked? Camera's always crooked. But yeah, y'all, that's just how I've been feeling lately. Like, that's crazy, because I will go from feeling like abundant in all things, Not even in just a physical sense, because y'all clearly see I don't have much, but in a spiritual sense. And then it's like the next week, I'm struggling. What is up with that? Like the bipolar, the undiagnosed bipolar, I can't even talk. Cut the cameras. The undiagnosed bipolar symptoms that probably got passed down to me from my mom be taking full effect. Or, you know, I probably can't even use that as an excuse. Like really, it's a, I don't know, I don't want to condemn myself and say like it's a lack of relationship with God, or it's because you're not close enough with God and, you know, you're letting your flesh win, because I'm always saying like I want to die to my flesh, and I do, but sometimes like the little practices I do to stay like in my spirit, whether it's like worshiping and listening to godly music, or purposely like telling myself in my mind to like stay fixed on God and just talking to God in my mind, or prayer, which I have been struggling with, which can probably like be a reason why. Or maybe it's just like, you know, I'm just human, you know, and I'm on earth and I'm in the devil's territory. Like that's kind of just what it is. So I'm not gonna like act like I gotta do 1, 2, 3 in order for everything to be fixed. But I do want to get on here and just tell y'all what I be going through, because like I said, I never want y'all to think like Ramona's the Christian that got it all together. No ma'am, I don't. No ma'am, I don't. And I still be sinning. I'm going to forever sin. And for some reason I can't like accept that. Like, and I feel like it may be because of my image, but I also come on here and I let you guys know that I'm human and that I'm not perfect, but I'm still like in my mind like, girl, you need to be doing this, and girl, you need to do this, and you know, this is God's name, you should say God's name like this, and this is how you do this, and you know, you can't do this because of this. And I'm like, shut up. Like even with finding out like the Hebrew names of my God and realizing like, hey, like he actually only has one name, I still want to call God God, and I still want to call my Messiah Jesus sometimes. But then I was like running into stuff that was like, you shouldn't call your God Jesus or your Messiah Jesus, and you should say his Hebrew name. And then I was feeling like kind of bad, because I'm like, dang, I'm sorry God, like was I calling you the wrong name this whole time? And then I'm like, dude, if this is all you know, then keep doing that. Or even with holidays, y'all. Growing up, my mom didn't really celebrate holidays, and that's because she's been a Christian her whole life and she doesn't play with that pagan stuff. But as I got older, I noticed like my sister, she still celebrates Christmas, and you know, you guys saw December, I celebrated Christmas with them. And then I was like feeling conviction. I'm like, should I even be doing this? And I'm like, yo, there's too much to think about. Or I'd be thinking about sexual immorality and trying to figure out what exactly sexual immorality is in the eyes of God, and you know, my nakedness and how I made it such a disgusting thing, or like my my high sex drive, or my high, like I'm trying to like demonize it all the time. And my past was a little rough, very much so. But I'm like, even now as I'm like becoming a woman and feeling feelings that I'm supposed to feel, and realizing that certain feelings don't go away, I'm feeling disgusted with myself at times. And then I'm telling myself, you know, this is natural. And then it is natural, but also like, girl, you kind of nasty in the mind and you kind of freaky. Like I be straight up like debating myself in my mind. It's the way I want to cry right now. Like it's the way I fully be like at war with myself. Like this junk probably don't even make any sense to some people, because some people don't take like their relationship with God serious. Like some people really think like this is it, like this ghetto reality is like all we got. I'm telling y'all, like I'm not saying that you need to be in the position that I'm in, but if you understand how I'm feeling, thank you. If nobody ends up understanding, well, I'm glad I just talked about it anyway, because I needed to get this out. And I can't afford a therapist. My Sony camera right now is my therapist, my shrink, yep. And I will be publicly uploading this for the world to see, because I cannot find anybody else that's like feeling this way. So if it's just me, then it's just me. I know it's not just me, but it be feeling like that. It be feeling like that for sure. And I also am in desperate need of real friends. I'm not gonna say real friends, like I have real friends. The friends I really want to see, like, they don't live in my city. They're out of state. They're out of state. They're out of state. Met them on the internet. They only got my contact. I need like communion that's not just church, because guys, my church is amazing. Got some amazing people there, but there's nobody really my age. Like, I'm sure there's people my age there, but like there's not a lot. Like, and I'm sure there's people my age at my church, but like I don't be seeing them or running into them. Well, actually no, I actually do have a friend. I'm sorry. I do have a friend that I just got her number. But like, she got a husband. Like, she ain't got time for me. Like, I need people like until like I'm married, like I need to act like I'm single, because really I am. Like, I'm technically single. If in the eyes of God, I am a single woman that needs to be communing with other Christians and doing things that glorify God. Like, I got plans that I'm so excited for, but it's like my mind is constantly like distracted, or like, oh, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. There's a lot. There be a lot going on up here, and it's like I can't fully talk about it all. I feel like I talked about it a lot, but I can't like get into the nitty ditty details, because like I can't tell my business. But I just want y'all to know that I'm feeling a little bit insane. Yeah. And that's all, because my taxi will probably be here very soon, and I gotta go to work. I gotta clock into my 9-to-5 matrix job that pays me $10 an hour, and I gotta pretend like I like everybody there just to pay my little rent here, which I'm very grateful for. But I know, like, when Jesus returns, y'all, and we have this little second Exodus situation, because there ain't no rapture. You're not getting flown up to heaven. You're not going to be in a completely different reality. In reality, when he comes down, we ain't going to be chilling in the house. I mean, for a little bit, you know, when we go through the Great Tribulation. This is like one of those moments where I sound crazy, and it's like, unless you're a Christian, you don't even understand what I'm saying. But, you know, like I said, when he comes, he's going to guide us somewhere else. Like, we are going to have to follow him, and he's going to lead us to our promise. Literally, that is what's going to happen. Like, this little apartment that I got don't mean nothing. Like, that little job I got don't mean nothing. We just literally have to play this game, and it's so exhausting. Like, I don't even want to be doing this. Like, I know God has so much more for me. That's why I'm trying to really clock in and lock in with my creativity, because as soon as it starts flowing again, as soon as I do this the right way, with God's hand over it,
Taxi sport utility vehicle.
I'm gone. I'm out of Papa John's, I'm telling you. Hello? All right, I'm coming out now. Thank you. I gotta go, y'all. Now my voice okay. Oh, Lord, help me. I gotta go to work. Love you guys.